were taken. If a train derails and passengers are injured, the railway company must prove they maintained the train properly and followed safely measures to avoid liability. When should a common carrier commence to observe extraordinary diligence? If what has been carried by the common carrier are goods, the law provides that the duty to exercise extraordinary diligence shall commence from the time the goods are unconditionally placed in the possession of or received by the carrier for the transportations until the same are delivered actually or constructively by the carrier to the consignee or to the person who has the right to receive them. So for goods, the responsibility starts when the goods are received by the carrier, ends with delivered to the recipients. So other example is a hotel transporting against luggage by a third-party courier must ensure that the package arrives safely. If the luggage is lost, then the courier is responsible for the loss of the luggage. And also, for example, like masakay tag bus. So, di ba, mostly, yung masakay tag bus is naninay mo naog, din masakay ta ang driver is maharurot dito. So, if things happen o something watakas ma-balance ta din matumba ta din while the driver like kuha na siya magpaandar na siya sa iyang bus, so we can sue them or both we can take them as accountable for what happened to us. So driver possess a negligence and the company can also be accountable for the could be liable for the negligence of a driver.
So when does the contract of public carriage cease? It has been recognized as a rule that the relation of a carrier and a passenger does not cease at the moment the passenger alights from the carrier's vehicle at the place selected by the carrier at the point of destination, but continues until the passenger has had a reasonable time or a reasonable opportunity to leave the carrier's premises. And what is a reasonable time of a reasonable delay within this? So, as stated, ang relationship sa passenger and the carrier is dili siya mag-end abi kay naabot na sa destination or nakaambak na ang passenger. But continue gihapon siya not until ma-fulfill na sa carrier ang iyang full obligation o kanang makagawas na ang passenger sa carrier's premises. So dito ra ma-cease ang contract. So we have here illustrative case related sa when does the contract of public carriage cease. So the case was the La Mallorca versus Court of Appeals JR number L2761. So the story was, on December 20, 1953, at about noon time, Mariano Beltran, his wife, and kanang iyahang tulo ka minor daughter, is boarded sila sa La Mallorca bus. Gikan sila sa San Fernando, kaya padang sila sa Anao, Mexico, Pampanga. So, pag-abot sa bus is ninaog sila. So ninaog sila mga approximately 4 to 5 meters away ra sila from the bus kay silbing wala pa sila kagawas sa premises, so nihunong sila mga ingato ra ka laya kay tungod kay nay nakalimtan nga bagahe. So ang nahitabo is gibalik ni Mr. Mariano ang katong ilahang baggage. So, para ma-retrieve is nibalik siya dito sa bus. So, while galakaw siya is unaware siya nga nisunod ang iyahang daughter. So, padayon siya kay, syempre, wala man siya kahibaw. So, while gahuwat siya, agingnan niya ang conductor na nasa lay nabilin nga bag. So, while gahuwat siya, dito siya gahuwat sa running board sa bus. And then, ang bata is nara sa diri dapit sa kilid or na atubangan din sa bus. And kanang while gakuha ang conductor is nikalit og andar ang bus ning move siya without signal sa um, conductor. So, ang nahitabo is pag move sa bus is ning lukso ning naog siya ning lukso siya sa running board ning lukso siya sa bus kay lagi ning move ang kuan. Then while ni move ang katong bus kay ning andar naman siya, so didto ang nahitabo is nadasmagan ang katong bata and namatay ang anak ni Mr. Mariano. So, sa kato nga case is nay mga legal findings which is first again ang continuation sa relationship ni Mr. Mariano og sa career. Kay again wala pa man na fully fulfilled sa driver ang iyahang trabaho, so wala pa dito na dili pa ma-terminate ang contract kay again naman siya nabilin nga bag, so need pa to siya mabalik and wala pa pud kahawa sila Mr. Mariano sa premises. So ang nahitabo is still in effect gihapon ng ilahang ang contract. Then ang ikaduha is ang carriers and negligence. So again kay ang bus driver kay gi-start naman niya ang vehicle without signal sa conductor og wala pa pod na ensure kung okay na ba ang passenger kung na uli na ba tanan ng mga bagahe is gi paandar na niya. So it's demonstrate a lack of the utmost diligence required of common carriers under Article 71055 of the Civil Code. So ang nahitabo is tungod sa katong nga negligence resulted in Mr. Mariano's daughter. In conclusion, so again sa La Mallorca case is wala pa na terminate or wala pa nahuman ang contract kay wala pa man na uli ang belongings ni Mr. Mariano. Kay kani nga kay lagi ang contract is until nga makahawa na sila sa premises o kanang safe na ang passenger didto pa ma-terminate ang contract. So naputay gitawag og kanusa ma-exempt ang common carrier from liability. So the topic was fortuitous event may exempt the common carrier from liability. Under Article 1174 of the Civil Code, it provides that no person shall be responsible for a fortuitous event which could foreseen or which, though foreseen, was inevitable. Kung may tag fortuitous events is kanang mga unexpected or mga sudden na mga nahitabo. So, if that happen, like example, mga flood, mga war, mga typhoon, nang nahitabo siya during nag-transport or nag-transit ang common carrier, so pwede siya ma-exempt from liability kay again, unexpected na to siya and beyond human control naman ang nahitabo. So, exempted ang common carrier. So, we have also here the first, again, if the common carrier was able to prove that it exercises extraordinary diligence to protect its passenger. Second, if the cause is due to fortuitous event. So, umingon tag extraordinary diligence is kanang gibuhat nila tanan, like gi-rest nila ilahang kuan para maprotektahan ang passenger. For example is during sa biyahe is kanang ang driver is or ang common carrier is wala siya gilabag na violation, like nag-drive jud siya for the safety of nag-drive jud siya hinay for the safety of passenger. Then while gabiyahe is ni kalit raglinog then atubangan sa ilahang bus is nay natumbang nga kahoy. So ang nahitabo is motong nakakos sa accident. So dili siya liable kay fortuitous event man ang nahitabo. So if i-relate siya nato sa kanang La Mallorca case kay di ba makaingon mo ta na accident ang nahitabo, so sudden man siya. Pero ang kalahian lang sa kanang koan is liable gihapon ang common carrier. Why? Because naay nakita nga negligence kay again kuan man to sa driver kay wala pay signal, then wala pa nabalik ang belonging sa passenger is named Andar Nasia, which was caused by the death of Mr. Mariano's daughter. So, wala siya. Liable gihapon ang common carrier. So, let's proceed to the Air Passenger Bill of Rights of the Philippines. So, as the introduction, this bill was created to protect the interests and welfare of air passenger, ensuring they receive fair treatment from airlines. So, the Air Passenger Bill of Rights, or the Passenger Bill of Rights, was officially established or promulgated through the Joint Administrative Order Number 1. So, ang air passenger is also a collaboration between the Department of Transportation and Communication and the Department of Trade and Industry. This order sets the standards and responsibilities that airlines must follow when dealing with passengers, especially during issues like flight delays, cancellations, and overbooking. So, sila ang nag-set sa standard, which is, di ba, kay collaboration din sila, to follow when dealing with passengers, especially during sa katong mga like issues, like delays or mga cancellations sa flights. So, and also the overbooking. So, mana siya ang the air passenger bill of rights of the Philippines.
The three main rights of the passenger. First is the right to be provided with accurate information before purchase. Ikadua is the right to receive full value of the service purchase and the right to compensation. First is the right to be provided with accurate information before purchase. Every passenger shall, before purchasing any tickets for a contract of carriage by the air carrier or its agents, be entitled to. Dapat pantay-pantay tanan og unsay naa sa kontrata mo dapat ang masunod kay mao man ang naa. Dapat tanan kumpleto. First is the provision on check-in deadlines. So, tayo kanus aka karon ka mag-check-in ka then siyempre naman ay deadlines dapat mo sunod sad ka ugaon sang orasa sang adlaw nga na. Ikaduha is ang refund and rebooking policies. So, dapat mo refund then og magpa-rebook ag balik na i-refund ug kitay ma-delay gamay ana. Katulo is procedure and responsibility for delay and for or cancel flight. Mga pamaagi og responsibilidad og kintahay ma-delay imong flight. Dapat na mo giandam-daan nga unsay imong ikakuan sa passenger ingana. And then ikaduha, the right to be provided with accurate information includes right of the passenger to clear and non-misleading advertisement. The right to receive full value of the service purchase. Dapat ang passenger na ay the right na ilang kuan na sila katungod nga madawat ang sakto nga serbisyo sa inyong kuan ug unsay naa si dapat ihatag ninyo sa passenger. Full service.